to reach not only us, so-called Southern Kingdom, speaking English, but we need it for those who are speaking, whose language may not be, or whose first language may not be English. So those who speak Spanish or other languages. Okay, we say good evening to everyone. And again, we are the brothers from the Gathering of Christ Church. Okay, we let people know right off the bat that yes, we are commandment keepers. That's right. We do keep the commandment. Okay, therefore, certain commandments like in Exodus chapter 20, like remember the Sabbath day and to keep it holy. So therefore you will not find us in church on Sunday, but you'll find us in church on the Sabbath day, because we do keep the Sabbath. Okay? Unlike what we are taught in these churches nowadays, that the law has been done away with, and that Sunday worship is now instituted as the day of rest and the day of worship. That is not in the scriptures, and if someone can find it in the scriptures for me, okay, it would make my work a lot easier. I could pack up and I could go home. Okay. As far as I know, Exodus chapter 20 verse 8 stands until Christ returns, and that is, remember the Sabbath day, keep it holy. Okay? Just like the other laws, honor thy mother and thy father. We wouldn't tell people contrary to that, or to do anything contrary to that. You should honor your mother and thy father. Okay? That days may be long upon the land. Alright? So yeah, I just want to go into a couple of brief scriptures. Okay? Because what happens is that as we look around, and as we're coming out here more and more, and let it be known that the government and the powers that be, they're getting wind of us coming out here. Okay? Right. Maybe people may not want to acknowledge it or act like they don't see it. You can have the curb. The curb is yours. You can have the sidewalk. But the word is getting out there, okay? Whether it is us as Hebrew Israelites of GOCC, or whether it is other so-called churches or camps or so on and so forth, okay? The doctrine may be slighted, where we may not agree on certain aspects, but however, one of the things we do agree with is that we are the people of the Bible, and we are waking up to our true identity.
That's right.
Okay? So the so-called stigma of just being black or African American or Jamaican or Hispanic or Latina or Latino or whatever is slowly starting to wear off. Okay? And we're finding our place, okay, in history of who we are. We're finding out that we did not start at 1619, okay? And so therefore that kills anything about any reparations that you're going to be getting, okay? But you, if you want to, you can't wait for them, okay? But we start way before 1619. We are an ancient people. We are an ancient bloodline, okay? And that being said, okay, we don't have an accurate history of who we are. However, many of us have a Bible laying right in our house, probably covered with dust, hardly gets open except for maybe Christmas or Easter, okay? However, if we took the time to read that Bible, we could actually see that we are the children of Israel as recorded in the Bible. And so therefore that makes this Bible a history book. It makes it a book of the history of the children of Israel and who we are. That's right. And let's not get it twisted. Not every nation of people are the chosen people of the children of Israel. So this is a select few. So as I was touching on, one of the things, so-called differentiates us is doctrine. And one of the doctrines that we keep is the name that we call upon. So in some camps, and as the history of the Israelites is going out there, you're hearing certain names like they may call on Yahweh or Yahushua or Yahawashai or Jehovah or Jehovah. So we don't call on that. So first things first, let's get this in perspective. Let's go to Exodus chapter 3 and let's read 13 through 15, and let's put the name of the Most High out there. I think my brother right here may have went there in Spanish and read it. Did you read it before in Spanish?
I read it last Sunday.
Oh, last Sunday. You didn't just read it now?
No.
Okay, so we're going to bring it out in English, just to edify what the name of the Most High is and who we call on as a gathering of Christ Church. Again, Sabbath keepers, we keep the Sabbath, Friday sunset to Saturday sunset.
That's right.
Okay. You can find us on Saturday, on Friday service, 8 o'clock, 1916 Rockaway Parkway, and that's Brooklyn, New York, Canarsie area. Okay, as well as on Sunday, 411 East 143rd Street, and that's in the Bronx, and that's 3 p.m. So we have an evening class. We call them law classes because we come out of the law. The Bible stays open because that is the law that we go by, from the time we enter class until the time we end. If you have questions, feel free to come up and ask, but just know, therefore, we're not coming off our own interpretation. If you have questions, we are going to do our best to answer it as of what is said in the scriptures, not what we say, but what is said in the scriptures. So let's read that Exodus chapter 3 and start at verse 13.
We are in the book of Exodus, chapter 3, verse 13.
Okay, let's go.
And Moses said unto God, Behold, when I come unto the children of Israel, and shall say unto them, The God of your fathers hath sent me unto you, and they shall say to me, What is his name? What shall I say to them? And God said unto Moses, I am that I am.
I am that I am. Plain and simple. I am that I am. In the beginning, before time existed, into the present right now, and everything that is to come in the future. I am. I will always be. Okay? Always existed. Omnipresent. Okay? A creator that lives outside of time. Okay? There is time. He is not bound by time. So he sees our beginning, he sees all beginning, okay, of us that are bounded by time. He sees our present, but better yet, he also sees our future. I.e., that's why we're out here, okay? Because there's a future for all of us that are out here. It could be a future that is glorified unto the name of the Most High, or it could be a future that is laid in destruction. It's your choice. It's Deuteronomy 30 and 19, but we'll go to that in a minute. So it's your choice whether it's going to be laid out for the Most High to edify his name, or whether it is going to be laid in destruction. Okay? But I am that I am. Very simple. Past, present, future. Alright? However, when we speak that name, when we speak that name in English, it is not manifested, it is not personified. The strength is not there. Because that's not what was spoken, that's not the language that was given to our foreparents. You may think English, or you may think Latin was given to your foreparents. But as the children of Israel, Hebrew was given to our foreparents.
That's right.
So therefore, when we speak to edify the name of the Most High, we also speak it in Hebrew as well as English. So I am that I am translates into Ahaya, Ashur, Ahaya.
Ahaya, Ashur, Ahaya.
Ahaya, Ashur, Ahaya.
Ahaya, Ashur, Ahaya.
That is I am that I am in the Hebrew, okay? Therefore, more meaning, more utterance. There's power in that. There's healing in that. There's reverence in that, okay? That can set the captives free when spoken in its true Hebrew. I would love the day where I could come out here and give a whole sermon in Hebrew. i.e. therefore it wouldn't do me much good if the people who's listening don't speak Hebrew, however. So right now, as many of us speak English, this is the language of the tongue that I give you to, that we give the lesson in. But I am that I am, or Ahaya, Ashur Ahaya. Okay? We'll wait for the spirits to go by.
That's right. The spirits are out. The trumpet is being blown.
As you can see, there is power in that name Ahaya. It's no coincidence that everything starts to get set off. Okay? Those spirits. And they do not like that name.
And the Feast of Trumpets is coming up, so the trumpet is being sounded.
It said that the name of the Lord is dreadful among the heathen.
Alright?
It is the verse that say that the name of the Lord
Lord is dreadful unto the heathen.
Alright? It's coming up this Saturday sundown to Sunday sundown. It's a holy day in the scripture. The trumpet is being sounded. And it's letting us know that the day of atonement, where we afflict our souls and offer the chance to repent, atone for all our sins that we have committed. Alright? So the trumpet is sounded, the Feast of Trumpets, Saturday sundown, Sunday sundown. Leviticus 23 in your Bible. Let this be the first time you celebrate it.
All right, bro. Keep reading. You can go back to 14.
All right, we're in the book of Exodus, chapter 13, in the middle of 14. Chapter 3, the middle of 14. And he said, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel,
Come on.
I am has sent me unto you.
Higher have sent me unto you. Make no mistake, it's no coincidence that as soon as we start to exalt that name, there's chaos, lights flashing, horns going off, okay? Because there is power in that name. Demons tremble at that name, Ahaya, okay? So just as you saw, that was no coincidence. When that name is edified and goes forth, these are demons of old. Nothing new about these spirits. These spirits been around since the beginning of